Tourism Ministry, other agencies to meet with disgruntled Royalton Negro staff on Wednesday. Senior members of the Ministry of Tourism and related agencies are expected to meet with the management team and some staff members of Royalton Negro on Wednesday in an effort to iron out issues that led to Monday's protest by staff. We will have a meeting with management and some staff members, senior strategist advisor in the tourism industry, Delana Severite outlined. On Tuesday, Opposition spokesperson on tourism, Senator Janice Allen, issued an urgent call for dialogue between Royalton Negro's management and staff. According to Allen, the strike stems from long-standing issues that have significantly impacted employee morale and working conditions. Senator Allen noted that concerns raised by staff including inadequate food provisions and poor conditions in the staff canteen, insufficient treatment and support from management, low wages, particularly for line staff and supervisory roles, and ongoing challenges related to contract work agreements. It is clear that these issues have reached a breaking point, and I urge the management of Royalton Negro to engage in meaningful dialogue with the staff to reach an amicable solution, stated Senator Allen. She emphasizes that employees in the hotel industry are essential to delivering exceptional service, and addressing human relation issues promptly is critical for the health of the tourism sector. The longer these matters remain unresolved, the greater the risk of both employee satisfaction and the reputation of the hotel. The opposition spokesperson is calling on all parties to come together and prioritize a swift resolution that respects the rights and needs of the staff. Let us work collaboratively to ensure that our tourism industry remains a model of excellence and compassion, stated Senator Allen. The protest impacted the operations of the hotel, which reportedly resulted in some guests having to find alternative food. Some guests also came out in support of the workers during the protests.
Now, discussions between the resort's management and staff are ongoing, and we're hopeful that a positive resolution will be reached or arrived at soon. Nonetheless, Minister Bartlett, along with key officials from the Ministry of Tourism and the Tourism Product Development Company Limited and the Jamaica Tourist Board, will be visiting the resort tomorrow to meet with the management and members of staff to see where we are as it relates to the deliberations that are taking place. Our tourism workers are the backbone of the industry, and we remain committed to supporting them while maintaining the growth and development of the broader tourism sector. We believe, though, that through dialogue and mutual understanding, that the issues will be resolved as soon as possible.
MP condemns brutal attack in Rockfort, Kingston. 7 people were shot, 5 fatally in Rockfort, Kingston, Eastern. 2 of the persons who were shot in North Street in downtown Kingston on Tuesday have been identified. They are 23-year-old Michael Anthony Mitchell and 21-year-old Donovan Walters Jr. Information obtained from reporters is that both men were walking along North Street when they were pounced upon by unknown assailants armed with guns. The gunmen opened fire at the men before making their escape. The injured men were taken to hospital where they were pronounced dead. In the meantime, Member of Parliament for East Kingston and Port Royal Philip Palwell has condemned the brutal attack. Mr. Palwell described the attack, which tragically claimed the lives of 5 individuals and left others wounded, as a heinous act of violence against the community. He emphasized the need for increased security in the area and said he has spoken with Minister of National Security Dr. Harris Strang to ensure a swift apprehension of those responsible.
I am deeply shocked and saddened by the senseless act of terror that occurred in Pleasant Heights, Rockfort on Monday evening. 5 lives were tragically taken, and several others have been wounded. This cowardly attack has shattered the peace of our community. My thoughts and prayers are with the families who lost their loved ones, and with those who are now fighting for their lives. I'm urging anyone who saw or heard anything to come forward and assist the police in their investigation. It is only by working together that we can bring those responsible to justice and to restore peace to our streets. I have already spoken to the Minister of National Security, and I'm calling for an immediate response from the security forces. We need a stronger security presence in Rockfort and the surrounding areas, and I urge community groups, churches, and local leaders to unite in addressing this ongoing violence. Counseling services must also be provided to the families of the victims and those who witnessed this horrific event. This is a painful and a traumatic time for our community, but we will not let violence define us. Now, more than ever, we must support each other, stand together, and reject this kind of terror. I'm committed to working with the authorities and offering my full support to the families affected by this tragedy. Together, we will ensure that justice is served.
Tufton pushes waiting in comfort. As Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton pushes ahead with efforts to ensure that Jamaicans are not overly uncomfortable while in the line to access health care at the state-run facilities, he is mulling adding air condition to the waiting area of the Adelphi Health Centre in St. James. The only reason this area is not air conditioned, as we are going to consider it, because I asked them to look at it, is it that we're going to have to enclose it? It was built in a way for the pass-through of the wind, but it will need nothing to enclose it and put AC in it, he told residents and political representatives gathered for the official opening of the centre last Thursday. The move, he said, would be in line with the ministry's wider goals. I've given instructions that our patients who visit our primary health care or our community health centres must feel comfortable as they wait to be served. Our doctors and nurses must serve in an environment where they are in fact feeling comfortable and motivated to serve. This is what Operation Refresh is about, Tufton explained. He pointed out that St. James in particular has benefited significantly with several of its health centres already upgraded, and there are plans to do some more. We have 24 health centres in the parish of St. James. 11 of those 24 over the last 5 years have been substantial improvements, including this brand new one here in Adelphi, the health minister noted. When I say substantial, I don't mean $1 million there and a door here and a window there. I'm talking about the substantial renovations, expansions, more concrete and mortar, more equipment, roofing, all the critical things that are enhancing the quality of that infrastructure, he added. Despite Thursday's ceremony, Adelphi Health Centre has been in use since January 2023, equipped with a pharmacy and dental facilities. It repaired another building that remains on the same property. This is the second major health facility that has been funded in my constituency, the first being Bartown and now Adelphi, said an obviously pleased Member of Parliament for St. James East Central Edmund Bartlett. Now we are looking at Hampton, which is the start in January, he added. The MP explained that Hampton is significant because it perhaps the area only mother and child facility. There is no indication yet as to the cost of Adelphi Health Centre had a $65 million price tag. It was funded through the European Union's Poverty Reduction Programme. The implementation agency was the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, JSIF. Head of the European Union delegation to Jamaica, Dr. Ascoli, said that the development is in line with that of the EU in seeking to accomplish. Our common goal for the government and with our partners is to strengthen health systems in Jamaica and to improve the quality of life of Jamaicans, she said during her address. This is why we are constructing and renovating these health facilities and providing the needed equipment, she further stated. According to Tufton, work that has been done at another 11 health centres in St. James will range from upgrades to expansion. We are doing a design now for solar panel for sustainability, rainwater harvesting systems, generating capacity for power, just in case the light goes or electricity goes, he noted. A kitchen for the staff with microwave, refrigerator, waiting area, chairs, TV screen on the wall to provide health information, clean bathrooms, running water. These are supposed to be standards in every one of our 24 health centres in the parish of St. James, Tufton added. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.